I'm Jean Jarvis, I'm Chief Executive of the South Shropshire Furniture Scheme. My role as the Chief Executive of the South Shropshire Furniture Scheme is complicated. In the early days, when I first, when we had a few staff, I did the same as everybody else. I was out on the van, inducting the drivers, taking the phone calls, dealing with the customers, and as we've grown, we've got more staff and obviously other people do those things. But my job is very much making sure that we're here into the future. My job's winning the contracts, it's smoozling people, I network, I meet people to put forward our aims, I promote us widely, locally. I speak to the WI, I'll go and speak nationally to another huge conference in London to talk about what we're doing. The contacts I make through that leads us on into other things. Recently I was at an event in Birmingham for other entrepreneurs, and I met the people from Mid Counties Co-op who've just taken it over in Craven Arms, which will help us. I met somebody else that's going to put on an event for us. I met somebody else that's going to supply cider for the event. I mean, that sounds a bit bizarre, but the networking and meeting people and promoting what we do is really, really important. My job is to make sure that we're financially sustainable, so I have the overview of the finances. If I can see things starting to get tight, I'll do, work harder to bring in more income. And so it's quite a complex role. It's almost a sales role. I'm selling us constantly to people, to selling what we do, how it works, the opportunities we provide, and constantly doing that on a really big scale. One of the things that I think we're good at is responding to opportunities and having a good overview of what's going on out there. So keeping up with the financial climate, with the way the local authority is going, and making sure that we're well connected with that. And it's not just me that does that now. There are, other members of my management team that have got their eye on those things as well. And so looking at changes in contracting and in the services that we deliver to make sure that we're responsive and that we aren't just doing the same old thing all the time, that we're responding to what the local need and what the bigger picture is. There have been opportunities for us in this. We're in a Roxburgh Community Centre, which is on the Sandpits Estate in Ludlow, which is one of the most deprived areas. The reason we're running the centre is because the trustees ran out of steam, asked us to take over the centre. And because the people that we're working with in this centre are the people that we're so familiar with, we're familiar with them, they're familiar with us, they trust us. That's why it's worked for us, and we've been able to deliver our services to the wider community and engage people and promote what we do and get people hooked into the furniture scheme. There are other opportunities. We're working now with the local authority and the town council and the trustees of Craven Arms Community Centre. We've got almost a model now, almost like a franchise model that we can drop in to another site, and we've got the staff with the skills now to look at what needs to be done, engage the community, look at the finances, and there are other failing organisations that will benefit from our expertise that has come from doing it. It's we're not just dropping in pretending that we know what to do. We actually do know what to do. We can show that through the success of our own operations, and more people are asking us to do those things. We're proving that we can do it. Others see that, and that's again to do with our promoting ourselves, and they're asking us to do it in more places. So more community centres, more public buildings. It is an opportunity for us. What is important with that though is how that funds itself. It's all very well sharing our expertise with the local authority and going along and telling them what we're doing. That doesn't bring in any money. That takes up time. What I think we're working to get the local authority and other public bodies to recognise is that our expertise comes with a price, and I think that's a new way of working. That's something that we've been moving on and trying to get that through to people, so that's really important. And you know, we've have other organisations approach us that are struggling with what they do. We're working very closely with the Youth Forum, for example, and you know, creating a partnership so that we can help them to move forward. We need the services that they can provide works well with the community centres, and I think it's about, you know, being able to look at the bigger picture and not be precious about what you've got, but very willing to work with other, you know, similar organisations and organisations that aren't similar. What we do when we get people involved in the soft, you know, workshops and the soft things, the social things that we deliver at the community centres, by engaging people in those and getting them involved in those, it gives them interest in things, it gives them a purpose, and that what we always plan to do with that is to move people on into other things, so not just with us but into further training and other social activities, to get people so that before they reach the stage of being a cost to the state, we've engaged them, we've, you know, brought them out, we've connected them with other people, and we've given them some purpose. You know, there's so many things that people can do, and they just need a way to know how they can do it.